What's up, everybody? What's up, Daniel? Christy Lynn, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for joining. I love that feature here on the tube. Where's that hair sticking out at? Is that my beard or what? Thanks for the happy poop, Daniel. Appreciate it, buddy. Looks like the Flyers are going to lose this game. Not good. Not good at all. If they lose this game, which I think they're going to, at this point especially, they're in deep trouble. Because then it's three. Then they're still up in the series, 3-2, but ain't looking good. Not a good spot to be. Not a good spot at all. I figured maybe get on here and maybe they'll actually tie this thing up. Neck ache, as usual. Oh, it's been a rough couple days. This morning I was supposed to get up and cut a lawn, and I completely forgot. I set my alarms, and I set my 3 alarms and everything, and my alarms were all going off this morning, and I got up to pee and everything, and then get a soda real quick and water, and I fell back asleep. And forgot about the lawn. Mama Dukes is pissed at me. Of course, we went at it today. And, you know, it is what it is. I forgot. Which we just talked about it yesterday. I can't believe I forgot it. Forgot about that. But it's very common. I'm very forgetful in general. It's annoying. It's annoying how forgetful I can be. It's frustrating too. Very frustrating. It like in growing up, like in school, like in elementary school, middle school. Middle school's where it really started, and in middle school and high school, I just always forgot my homework. I always forgot. I wouldn't like forget my homework, but I would forget like the textbooks that I would need to do my homework that night, and it all the time, like almost like every night, and then either my stepmom or my dad would have to drive me all the way back to school to get it, and of course they weren't happy. So, yeah, of late I've just been like, breaking stuff, not on purpose, by accident. Stuff's just breaking, and that's annoying. And then it's like, on top of that, like I'm just like bickering back and forth, and you know, the experience on Saturday at my friend's house like was not a good one. Just not at all. I mean, what's up, Mr. Bella? I appreciate that, Daniel. I know you are, man. But look when so this is like the enhance button for YouTube. So look, you can tell how, hey, what's up, monkey? Spunky monkey. Then when I turn it, like that's what it, with it off, back on, it gets rid of the circles. When my allergies are really bad, my eye, you can see it in my eyes. I see it in your eyes. I'll see it in your smile. Yeah, but that's like my only way of making money right now, and it's just like I forgot about it, and it's like I'm just kicking myself because I'm still paying her back for the car from what happened with the car and hitting that freaking animal. It's like I'm getting close, even with not working, and that's the type of thing that like I just can't do. I can't because that property's cut. Hey, what's up, Dumpster Fire? Thank you for joining. That property's once a week, but the other one's twice a week, and it's like that just sucks. Yeah, of course it is. They're not gonna just hand it to you on a silver platter there, girl. You got to work for it. And I'd say the biggest thing is consistency and time. Gotta put your time in. I wish my neck would just crack. Low shots this game. Yeah, Daniel, I was gonna text you about the situation on Saturday, but I mean, my friend she'd apologized to me like, I don't know, like a dozen times already. She's genuinely sorry about it, and it's not her fault. That is her, like one of her close friends. That is someone that she's known since childhood, but she's like, usually she just gets messed up and then she just cries. I'm like, well, you could at least give me the heads up. Like, what's going on with her? Because, man, was it bizarre. And she even had a bizarre experience with her that night, too, till like 2:30 in the morning. It's just like she needs to go get help. And she's like, believe it or not, she actually does. I'm like, well, she should get her money back because she's still really messed up. And like, that might sound rude to some people, but it's not. It's like the honest truth. Like, I'm gonna tell the truth how it is. She's really screwed up. Her friend's really messed up in her head, and she desperately needs help, professional help. I don't think I texted you about it. Why are you putting yourself down, dude? I don't even think I texted you about it. Pretty sure I didn't. Maybe I did, I don't know. But I don't think so. Oh. No, I think you're good. I think you're great at getting back text message wise. I don't think you're bad at it at all. You know I'm bad, I'm bad. You know I'm really bad. You know I'm bad, I'm bad. Like that? Is that what you sing out loud when you don't get back to a text in time? You're like, I'm bad, I'm bad. You know I'm really bad. Then you do a twirl. Oh. Who's bad? Daniel's bad. Everyone's singing Michael Jackson today. What's up, Power Animals? What up, dude? Who's bad? Who's bad? Nothing much, bored. Thank you, Dumpster Fire Show. For your all's meds. Amen to that. By the way, everybody, I can't thank you guys enough. So, Daniel, thank you for the 5 jewels you sent over. Dumpster Fire, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Everyone can go ahead and like that super chat that Dumpster Fire Show so kindly and generously donated over. That would be greatly appreciated. Go ahead and like that super chat, please. And like this live stream by double tapping your screens or clicking on that thumbs up button. Ding! Also, if you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Thank you. So we've made some huge headway with earnings this, oh, for the month, but for this entire time. Like I said, once you're monetized on YouTube, you have to get a minimum of $100 in your Google account, your Google Pay account. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for mentioning the membership as well. That helps greatly. Do you pray? Asked Dad. Not really. Girl Power Diaries, welcome. Your Colorado Avalanche jersey fund. I love that. That's hilarious. Thank you so much, Girl Power Diaries, and welcome back, my friend. What are you JKing about? Being bored? Money, 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 money. Thank you, Daniel. Dang, you guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. I didn't even see that. Power Animals, I didn't even see that message. I appreciate that. I'm not religious, so praying for me is just not really a thing I do, but I have other ways that I communicate, mostly telepathically. Just kidding. Nah, it comes down to me. It comes down to, me. Oh yeah, financial stability is definitely important. It's just, it's hard nowadays, as I'm sure all of you know. As soon as you get ahead, it's like, oh, I'm right back down again. Right. That's usually what I do. I think out loud no, not think out loud, but I think out loud sometimes. So maybe I do pray. I don't know. I think maybe I do pray. Don't show yourself. You guys ever see that video I made? I'll do another one. I think it's funny as all heck. It's very rough. Bow. Bow down. Down, 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 down. Rough. Do you know of DC Talk? No, I don't. Great dumpster fire. You keep doing you, girl. So you're only 123.1. That's hilarious. I told you guys I found my Flyers hockey jerseys, right? Finally. Yeah, what was that band called, Dad? And I agree with what you're saying, by the way. It's not going to be the Colorado Avalanche versus the Philadelphia Flyers in the Stanley Cup final. But if you're talking strictly hypothetically, no, because I don't have the money to go. It would be incredibly expensive. It's already incredibly expensive to get a Flyers playoff ticket, let alone, to the Stanley Cup final. So no, I would not go. But the team I'd be cheering for would be definitely the Colorado Avalanche. Sorry, Flyers fans, but I'm an Avalanche first and foremost. People think it's so weird, especially around here that are like that, especially that have lived here their whole lives. Like, they're like, "Why do you like the Colorado Avalanche?" Like, they're like, "What other teams?" Like, my friend's boyfriend was asking me the other night. He's like, "Well, who do you cheer for baseball?" I was like, "The Phillies." He's like, "Who do you cheer for football?" I'm like, "The Eagles." I'm like, "Yeah, the Sixers for basketball. I cheer for the Flyers, but the Avalanche are my favorite hockey team." He's like, "That's so weird." He's like, "All right." What do I think about Utah having a team? I think it's great. Why not? I think they got to work on their jerseys, but they worked on the name. At least the Mammoth is like a decent name for a hockey team. Because at first they were like something really plain and simple, and I'm like, they gotta work on that and change that up as soon as possible. Exactly, dude. Amen to that, Daniel. Don't judge me, bro. Talking to him, not you. Yeah, I'm definitely not qualified for that, but thank you. Thank you all again to Girl Power Diaries, to Dumpster Fire, and Mr. Daniel for the very kind and generous donations. $5.98 in Super Chat so far, folks. That's awesome, and I love the colors, of course. And I can still see them on my screen on the computer right here. Let's also do a, and thank you all for being here, by the way. Let's do a poll question. And, my beard's super soft right now. I don't know why, that's because I put oil in it the other day. And when I put oil in it and I let it like just stay on there and don't wash it out, it gets super soft the next couple days. I don't know what you're apologizing for. I don't know. I didn't. Am I missing messages or something? Am I missing messages? Flyers stink. And they're gonna lose this game. I knew it. I knew they were gonna lose this game too. That puts them up 3-2. Yeah, man, I must be missing messages too. Power Animals, I didn't see you write the don't subscribe and don't like. Unless you deleted it or something. It's her. It's a she. Dumpster Fire is a woman. She's female. No, I wasn't ignoring it. I didn't even see it. You know, I'd have been like, yeah, okay, whatever, D-bag. We said that accidentally, like the full phrase in front of my little sister one time when we were kids. It was me, my stepbrother, and my cousin, and we said it like a couple different times, and then my sister's like, "What's a juice bag?" We just all started cracking up laughing. We were like, "What?" She's like, "You guys keep saying it, a juice bag. What is a juice bag?" And we're like, "It's a bag of like orange juice and apple juice that you can bring with you to travel for breakfast." That's what I said right away, because I knew she was going to go down there and tell, you know, our parents that we're saying that word or that phrase. So she went up to my dad, or I forget, one of the adults downstairs, and she's like, "Guys, what's a juice bag?" I love how you always write diagnosed, not WebMD. All right, Daniel, get your walk on, bruh. Happy walking. When I go somewhere, I am running. Okay. Sounds good, man. We'll keep you safe. I don't think I've ever been on WebMD. Maybe once or twice. Probably to look up, like, I don't know, something. Probably something about medication, I think, at one point. What do you mean, what team would I want in the finals? Hello, Jamari. Welcome. Edmonton's down 3-1. They're in trouble. They are in trouble. They're not in a good spot, that's for sure. Now, granted, they'll probably win the next game. At least, I hope so, because if they don't, Flyers goalie's pulled. Here we go. That was quick. Flyers are definitely going to lose this game. They're in such big trouble now. Because then they put themselves in pretty much a must-win situation for the next game already. It's like, wow, you guys were up 3-0. You're losing it all. You're just completely blowing it. The Avalanche would never be able to afford Connor McDavid. Even if you did diagnose yourself, so what? What's it to everyone else? Why are people so rude? Oliver, what's up? Try to use AI to diagnose yourself when you're sick? You're like, AI, what do I have right now? Shingles? Thank you. All right. At least I know now. Really? Oliver, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying hi. Hi right back. Well, yeah, but I thought you were just talking about like just people, not people at a doctor's office. That's completely different. Plus, you've rated all in your medical history, so they should already be well aware of what's going on. Plus, they should all be all those doctors should be talking to one another. At least how it is. That's how it is in my situation. They call timeout and they're like, "Yo, all right, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We got to put the puck in the net. All right, go." Can I dunk like Oreo cookies? Absolutely. Can I dunk a basketball? Heck no. Oh, he hit the post. That should have been tripping on the Flyers. You know, I'm definitely watching the game. Screw Vegas. Are you serious that Philadelphia has a chance to close out the series? What? Viva Las Vegas. I thought that dunk thing was pretty clever and funny. And I need some validation for it. I have no idea. I haven't been watching the Phillies at all. Ruby Tuesday in the house. What's up, Ruby? Thank you for joining, my friend. Welcome back. Twas clever. I like that. Thank you. Thank you for the validation that I so desperately needed. You're turkey hunting? Gobble, gobble, gobble. They're all talking smack back and forth. They're like, yo, your mama's fat. No, yo mama's fat. No, don't talk about my mama. Happy poop. Thank you for the happy poop. Thank you, Dumpster Fire, for the happy poop. We got 15 joules in so far. Oh, and by the way, guys, we've made gigantic headways for earnings here of late. It just updated right before I started this live stream to $73 and something. So we're moving right along, folks. My mama is fat. Oh, in that case, they be telling the truth. You guys are more than welcome to take dumps in this chat. Happy dumps. Well, wow. I don't think a lot of people realize that, like, I'm actually okay with being single. Like, I wouldn't say, like, I, I am. I'm like, I'm content. I will say I'm content with being single. Like, it's just easier to be single for me. Being with someone it's extremely complicated. See? And a lot of people can't realize, they can't understand that. They're like, what? Like, you're a wacko. And it's like, dude, you're a wacko for needing someone else. How about that? Like, you need someone else. I don't need anyone else. I have me. They need a TP gift to wipe the poop after you're done. Yeah, so we got 3 others that are happy being single, and I know Daniel is too. I don't know, I wouldn't say happy, but I know he's content with it. He just said that the other night. Of course there's drawbacks. There's drawbacks with everything. This sucks. Oh, thank you, girl power. I feel like we're all single here. That can't be a coincidence. I just realized that. Holy crap, we are all single here. I didn't even realize. Like, not all of us, but most of us are. It is a singles group. So wait, so Dumpster Fire, you're single? Girl Power, you're single? Ruby, you're single? I'm single? Power Animals is single? Daniel is single? I know Romario's. What's up, Romario? Romario's not single. And actually, I was just thinking about that. Romario's not single. Yeah, no, I know you're married, bud. Thank you for joining. What's up? How are you? Yeah, it's a beautiful evening here. It's a little chilly out there. That's why I'm not outside. Plus, the Flyers game was on. I can probably go out there now. The only thing is I have to lug everything outside. I really don't feel like doing that. Nice there too. Nice for Ruby. Mamma mia. It's nice there too, Ruby. Nice. That's a great one, Romario. What's up, dude? I didn't know that you were here. And it's so weird because I literally was just thinking, I'm like, I know for a fact, because I was like thinking Sherry. I'm like, Sherry's definitely single. And I think 4 is single. And I don't know about Moon Squirrel. I don't know for sure about 4 either, but I think that 4 is single. I think she said that before. I'm pretty sure Moon Squirrel is too. Ladies. I'm just kidding. But seriously. Let me fix my brows for you. That's like my ongoing thing, like when I'm just being a weirdo. I'm glad that you like that, Ruby. Usually I am silly. No, I used to do that a lot. I used to like lick my 2 fingers and just go, just to straighten my eyebrows out. Ladies. I don't think I will ever get married, and that's totally okay. Oh, I'm definitely not gonna. I definitely am never gonna get married. I really don't want to be married. I used to play some video games, not really anymore. I play Wii once in a while. That's the only thing I have here is Wii. I love Nintendo 64. Mario Kart, Mario Party, 007. But I don't play any of the newer games, like modern games and game systems I don't have access to. Oh, Vegas and Utah are on. I'm Liz Taylor. The Wii's fun because you actually like it sounds weird, but you get a little bit of a workout in on it too. I do the sports ones. I've never really played anything else for Wii. Let's go Utah. I'm still in the midst of looking for another job. My other place, Eddie Bauer closed. They filed for bankruptcy. I did get my bonus from them, which was great. My old boss said I was going to, and I actually like I half didn't believe him. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure we are. Like, especially after they're closing for good. And no, they sent it. Dude, I'd work for you in a heartbeat. You'd the best, not probably, you'd be the best boss ever. Iowa, that's not too bad. Meaning that's not too far away for me. It's far, but not that far. Oh, that was beautiful. That was, I have to give, that was a beautiful play by Vegas. That was tic-tac-toe and a half, man. Wow. Beautifully executed. You guys still suck. Yeah, it's a bummer they closed because honestly, like, I didn't mind it there at all. It was, I mean, it was relatively easy of a job. That's what I'm saying. And I was a supervisor too. So it's like, um, yeah, it wasn't a bad gig. Especially if after me and my old boss, we had it out technically, but we more talked than anything. And he apologized. I apologized. We just talked it out. And after that, he was fine. He was like fine with the schedule. He listened to me. I listened, of course, listened to him, respected him. He respected me. We worked together fine. He still was annoying here and there, but I don't think he can help that. That's just his personality. You're hilarious tonight, Dumpster Fire. Farm girls are fun. As long as they have teeth. And like white teeth. On the whiter side teeth, we'll say. I told my friend, I was like, yo, I would never go for a smoker, let alone a chain smoker. Like, don't try to hook me up with anyone that's like a smoker. Because when you don't smoke, one of the nastiest thing is to hook up with a girl that is a chain smoker. I mean, it's disgusting. Especially one that like tastes like beer too. Beer and cigarettes. That's like, pop a piece of gum in that trash can. That smoker's cough trash can. That's rude, but I mean it is. That's nasty. I can't do it. I wouldn't say that I'm picky with women, but I mean I have my own, what I like and what I don't like. First and foremost, I'm looking for at least a decent personality. Someone I can carry a conversation with, at least. I mean, that's just the bare minimum, I think. And it's like, anytime I'm interacting with another woman, it's like, dude, oh my God, like, no. The answer is no right away. Like, get away from me. especially if you lie like right away, like you spill 2 beers on me and then don't even apologize. I'm like, you just dumped the beer all over me. The least you could say is sorry. And she gets up and like pouts like a little child. It's like, say sorry, that's it. And I'll be like, that's okay. Accidents happen. I'll wipe it off. No, you look at me like as if it was my fault, trying to make me look crazy that I dumped the beer, you dumped the beer, and then you don't even apologize for it. And then after that, you're like, he yelled at me. I didn't yell at you. I said the least you could do is apologize, and I smiled because it's like it's rude. You're being really rude. I'm smiling because how rude you are. Yeah, the other night. You're picky, Dana. No, I definitely don't like smokers. No. Smoking's a really nasty habit. Smokers shouldn't gaslight people for safety. Yeah, she was definitely gaslighting a lot that night. But hey. That's why I just stay away from chicks. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm deleting that just because YouTube. I have nothing against any like women that drink beer. I'm not saying that. I drink beer. But when you're binge drinking beer and cigarettes, smoking cigarettes too, that's gross. It's this lamp. I love lamp. I love lamp. No, I still play it from time to time. So it's on the ceiling too. Like I think the majority of it is on the ceiling. Ain't that really cool? It's like Aurora Borealis lights, the northern lights. It's a bummer that I can't, capture that on the camera, but it's, I can't have my camera, my phone on the screen. I agree. I love it. I still didn't come up with a dang poll question. I don't know what poll question to come up with. I'm not in a serious mood today at all. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough couple days, actually. I'm I'm so done like trying to look for a job. It's just, I'm over it. I just cannot believe I did not wake up this morning. The thing is like I had my alarm set and everything. I got plenty of sleep. I was in bed by like 11 last night, which is not, I mean, that's pretty early for me. And, you know, all my alarms are wailing this morning. And I'm like, all right, got up to go to the bathroom, come out, get a drink, saw what time it was. Dukes and Puppy went out, they were doing their walk. And I was like, oh, and I just completely forgot. 11 is early for me, yeah. Romario, do you have work tonight? How's your wife doing, by the way, Romario? She feeling better? I hope so. You do have work? Gotcha. I missed cutting a lawn today, a property today. And I'm, you know, trying to pay Dukes fully back for the car, for what the car costs from hitting that stupid animal that was just sitting in the middle of the road. I will definitely manage your bed and breakfast. People will love staying there. Nice. I'm glad to hear she's doing well, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thank you all for being here. I just saw your pic, Daniel. Thank you for the poop. Actually, I don't know what that is. What do I get? I can't remember what I get from YouTube. I think it might be 60-40 split. I think it's 60-40. I forget. I guess I should definitely look that up and know that. Gotcha. Well, that's great. Oh, thank you, Romario. Thank you. Make Pooty in the chat. Dumpster Fire, you're hilarious. What's barbecue? BBQ. Barbecue? Of course I support barbecue food. And LGBTQ. Oh gosh, Chili Pooty. Pooty means something different to me. But we won't go there. Thank you guys. Thank you, Dumpster Fire Show, for the happy poop. Thank you, Romario, for the chile. And thank you, Daniel, for the chile. We got 36 joules tonight already. Now that poo is spicy. That's always rough coming out. If you eat something super spicy, and it's like, it burns, you're like, oh my God, it burns. Not cool. So the joules transfer as gems to me, Romario, and then those gems are converted into earnings for me, like dollars, doll hairs. We know that we know that well here in Mexico, I'm sure, dude, especially eating all those chilies. Your poor bunghole. Nah, it's not that. I mean, listen, like, it takes a lot for like, I can handle heat, and even like coming out wise too. Like, my stomach's a pretty strong, solid stomach. that's how I'm able to eat the spicy food. But thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the clutch, Romario, too. Dang, guys. Power animals don't do spicy foods. Hey, you do you, brother. Romario, now that I know that, yeah, all that stuff, all those gifts that you, all the jewels and gifts that you guys send over to me. So we have 58 jewels right now, $5.98 in super chats. And so the jewels are hard to calculate. YouTube does that later on, obviously, but the $5.98 in super chats, that's way easier to calculate. If I knew what I would make on that, I forget, I think it's a 60-40 split. I think I get 60% of whatever is sent and YouTube takes 40%, which is pretty fair. I mean, because they are offering a full, a free platform for me in order to make that money. So I would get 60% of 598. So I get $2.39 out of that $5.98. Oh wait, that's not right. That's not right. I get $3.58 out of that $5.98. YouTube gets 30%. Okay, so it's 70-30. All right, that's a lot better. Thank you. I forgot. So I would get $4.18 from the super chats sent so far. Thank you for looking that up, Dumpster Fire. So I would get $4.18 right there. So that would put me at, I'm so bad with math, like right from my head. That puts me at about $78 almost. It's awesome. Thank you, Dumpster Fire Show, for doing that as well. Nah, they're not. That's not greedy. I don't think that's greedy. I don't think that's greedy. I think that's reasonable. 70-30. Because I think about it this way. You know, they're YouTube's the ones that are providing the platform, the free platform, mind you. Like this, you know, if you choose to pay premium, that's on you. You're paying premium price. You choose to pay for it. I don't pay for YouTube. It's free to me. So it's free for me to use it, and it's also free for me to create on it. So that I would be nothing without this platform. So taking only 30% and I get 70% of it, that's very reasonable. As far as I'm concerned. That's not greedy. There. Oh, he missed it. Dude, it was right there. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, for free speech, I'm like, yeah, well, kinda. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. So the other day, I went to the local farmer's market, and there's like always like a ton of people there, like always. Because they're only open Fridays and Saturdays. And I ran into my barber there, and I was like, dude, look, I had my hat on, my Flyers hat on, and I took it off, and I was like, look at my hair. I cut my own hair. And he just looks at it, and he's like, yeah, dude, you need to come see me soon. I was like, screw you, Chris. I mean, it was all messed up because of hat hair. I mean, it looked horrible because I had my hat on more than half that day. And I'm like, dude, it doesn't look that bad. That was funny. but that's just him. You know, it's like it takes like you gotta like make an appointment with them with him at the barbershop I go to, like 2 weeks in advance now. He'll have all of his appointments full for like 2 weeks out. Oh, I definitely tip my barber. Yeah, yeah. Well, you kind of have to. It's frowned upon if you don't. Oh no, he does. He does a great job with my hair. It's not a I wouldn't like it's an easy haircut. Well, especially now because he's used to doing it and he knows how long it's going to take. But I'm doing him a favor by maintaining it somewhat. I can't afford it to keep going. It's 40 some dollars every. It's like $42 every time I go and see him. I think it's like more like 40, but it's gone up like astronomically, like $15 in the past couple of years. Like, that's a lot of money. Yeah, that's with tip. That was my bad. That was my bad. Ooh, she's rough looking. I mean, not really. See, as soon as said unfreeze, it unfroze. That's how much power you have. 4. I shouldn't be muted. Hold on. All right, can you guys hear me now? You can. Can anyone else hear me right now? It might just be you, Romario. 5 out of 5 for Sherry. Yeah, I miss Sherry. I did talk to her very briefly, though. Again, very briefly. So Romario, what I suggest is just close out your I'm gonna say close out your Romario, close out your YouTube app, and then go back in. Should fix it, dude. All right, good. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you guys all so much for the super chats. I really wish that YouTube when you guys send like the super chats, I wish that they stayed on the screen, like the whole live stream, just like at the bottom, in color, showing how many each person did and sent. I know like I get that like channels that are very established and that get super chats often, it would be a lot on the screen at that point, but in living color. Yeah, this same barber during COVID, when everything was closed for COVID, he cut my hair twice at his house. I went to his house and he cut it. I would do more horizontal form live streams. The only thing is I have to do it on the laptop. The laptop's it's not mine, so I have to borrow it from Duke's. Which usually at night I can, but the only thing is like, and this is any laptop that comes stock webcam. They're not high quality. So, and I have a webcam that is it's HD quality, but it does not like it doesn't. It works on here, but I can't get it to work on YouTube. I can't get YouTube to accept the webcam picture. It won't do it. Yeah, I think it's $30 for my haircut. $35 if the beard's included, but I never ever get the beard because I do my own stuff with my own beard. The only thing that he'll do is he automatically and without charging me for it, he'll just redo the lines right here, which I maintain them pretty well. I do that like, that's on purpose. The beard's all me, never him. And the hair's now me. There's an app that will let you use your phone as a high quality webcam. Interesting. The only problem with that is I can't live stream because YouTube only allows you to live stream. Oh, I could set up. No, I can't. I don't think it will. The horizontal live stream is odd to me though. It's so odd. I'm so used to doing it vertically on my phone. That's what I'm saying. And not nearly as many people come into the live stream for a horizontal one than they do for the vertical one, because the vertical live feed is a huge, and Shorts live feed is a huge part of all that, and you need to be vertical to get those two things, and that's where the most people come in. I think come in and out. They're mostly in and out, but still. Yeah, before YouTube, like when I first started with YouTube, like I would try to go live and like there was hardly anyone coming in and out of there. Now, granted, that's because my channel wasn't really that established yet, and the live streams weren't that established yet, and I wasn't really that good at it either. I'm still not. Just kidding. Uh, Pat on the back for me, and toot toot. But um, they allowed like the shorts live. I'm sorry, the shorts feed and the vertical live feed then was activated for YouTube, and then that's where you can get a lot more views on your live streams if you did the vertical live streaming. And that was just out of nowhere. And I remember that time period because the one night I got like over 1,000 views in here. It was insane. It was hard to keep up. I know that. It's before I really had moderators too. You get so much anxiety when you sit in a barber chair. Really? They always have sports like Sports Center on or something like ESPN, something like that. So I'm usually like watching that. It takes like 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes to get my hair cut usually. Depending on how much he smoked that day. No, not really weird. It makes sense. I'd love to be able to get the views of my longer content videos up, and I mean way up, at least double what they would be now. It's rough, man. I feel like the algorithm, the algorithm in general wants you to edit your videos. Like you pretty much have to edit your videos significantly and add things in, certain features and stuff like that. Maybe even some music, simple editing, but they still want that editing. Not they, the algorithm does, because it or else you're just doing it all in one take. Like that's what I do. I do it all in one take. But to me, that's a lot more skillful and shows a lot more skill and everything and delivery than it takes to edit and stuff. Because like you don't have to really be that good at making videos if you know how to edit really well. You can just record the stuff whenever you want, taking different breaks, and then just piece it all together whenever you want to, instead of doing it all in one shot and actually being genuine when you're delivering the video. Anytime I make a video, I do it all in one shot. It's all one constant shot. And especially the longer content videos that I have on my channel still to this day, that I am very proud of, and that I would vent on and stuff like that, and just get out what I wanted to get out. Yeah, if I actually started to edit, I would get good at it. It's just, it takes a lot of time. I got a good one. A good All right, Dumpster Fire Show, thank you for joining, and you take care. Come back and see us soon. Thank you so much for the kind and generous donations as well, and the super chats, and the gifts. It's greatly appreciated, my friend. Thank you. Everyone go check out Dumpster Fire's YouTube channel, please, when you get a sec. And consider subscribing as well if you dig what you see. You too, Dumpster Fire Show. Hair's getting super long in the back. From the back to the front, to the butt, to the butt. Now slide, slide. The Fire Show. Yeah, I definitely please vote in the poll, everybody, and also double tap your screens or click on that thumbs up button, ding, to like this live stream. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Taking the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. We're gonna take it down a little bit, folks. This is gonna be a slow jam. No, just kidding. I've been pretty consistently going live too. Oh, set off the car alarm again. Oh. Fell off the jetway again. They always get mad at you when you leave a scene of an accident. Anyone know that movie? We have all three male moderators here all at one time. It's a man party. That's cool. Dogs are awesome. I like dogs. Yep, Dumb and Dumber. That's your favorite movie of all time. That's a great one. I've never seen a white German Shepherd before. Dang. I feel like that's rare. Fell off the jetway again. I love how he says, like, again. Fell off the jetway again. It's okay. I'm a limo driver. It was a great scene. He's like, they always get mad at you when you leave a scene of a crash. Well, yeah, man, it's illegal. Julie in the house. What's up, Julie? Thanks for joining. So you're telling me there's a chance. What was all that 1 in a million talk? As if they're good chances. Funny. Yeah, this live stream might get us pretty close to $80 maybe. I think we're close to like $78 at this point. We're right on that cusp. It's hard to calculate the gifts because you get way less from those than the super chats. But the more jewels that are sent, obviously the more money that you get, it transfers as. Fretting over indentations start to appear in my head. That's wild. Like on your forehead? Did the teacher get the joke? Power animals? Dang. Well, I hope everything's all right, Julie. That's awesome that your teacher got it. That's great. Were you like the class clown? I feel like you would be the class clown, Power Animals. Getting a little warm. And I gotta run to the bathroom. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Am I muted? No, I'm not. We should have the new microphones hopefully by Thursday. I'm hoping. Should have ordered them yesterday, but probably yesterday or Saturday. I still think we're going to take it. We're still going to do it by Wednesday. They don't sell the other ones anymore that I was looking for. Yeah, Julie, I hope everything's all right. I do. That looks really cool, that blue, when it turns blue. Let me see if I can tag that. I wish the cube would pop up. This is it. This is the one that I have. That's not necessarily it, but what's going on here? There we go. Thanks, Romario. Romario for sure brings the positive vibes, that's for sure. And I know I really appreciate that. I'm sure you all do too. I got the light down pretty low, but it could like from that setting to this setting, like, it's like not that bright. Then it gets real bright. That just makes everything look orange. I can't believe this light still works. It's been broken for a while. Then my buddy Danny, Dr. Rock, fixed it. I broke it in New York. The last time I was in New York, I was trying to carry everything inside, and this thing's it's cheap plastic, and it just snapped. I was like, no, it's not working. And then Dan just sat there and like played with it for a while, and he's like, dude, I fixed it. You can still use it. And he's right. I've been using it still since. Broken. My ring light. It like the plastic piece like went that way and broke, it snapped. But Dr. Rock fixed it enough where I've been using it ever since, and that's been almost a full year now at this point. It'll be a full year in June. Yeah, it's worked for a while. All these things are they're made so. Dr. Rock, no, literally like rock. He's a rock balancer. Dr. Rock, he's a stone balancer. Just like I can do, but he's like really, really good at it. He's like, I mean, really, really good. Phenomenal bouncer. I've seen him do it right in front of me. It's amazing to watch too. It's like art for sure, but it's like it's mesmerizing because he's like so into it, and he's like you can see like he's because I understand rock balancing, but like I know what he's doing, like high level stuff, like bouncing multiple rocks on a. Oh, that was funny though. That makes it even funnier that you knew it was the other one. Have you really, dude? That's awesome. It's it's an ancient art form because when you think about it, uh, yeah, he's got a channel. He doesn't really do much on YouTube. It's mostly on Facebook for him. It's very therapeutic, dude. It's very therapeutic. Yeah, Dr. Rock's channel. Let me look him up. Let me just double check what it is. Oh, see if it comes up. There he is. Yeah, his name is Dr. Rock Balancer. Here, I can. I'll put it in the chat. If you guys want to go ahead and subscribe to him. Not to mention, Danny's the man. He's actually a really cool dude. Like, really, really cool dude. And his girlfriend's awesome too, Megan. She's really nice. Right, dude? And I needed you to figure that out for yourself if that's something that you were to try it. I knew if you tried it, that it may work for you. And the thing is the more that you do it, the more often that you do it, the more that it starts to help. You start to realize, like, especially being such a self-aware person, like you said that you were, you start to really start to understand more things about yourself and what you need to do. It sounds nuts, but not nuts, but it's true. No, she doesn't. She's not in the videos. It's just him. Definitely go ahead and I can speak to Dan. Well, I know Danny personally, like, in person. So I I know what type of person he is, and he's a really good person, and he's really cool. And he's been a pretty good friend to me. I mean, for sure. And we haven't even been friends for that long. I mean, for a few years now. But he's the one that invited me up there. Like, he's the one that gets everyone together every year for the most part. And that's really cool. And he's a phenomenal stone balancer. So subscribing to his channel is a really good idea if you want to check out more stone balancing stuff, because his is amazing. And when you're seeing some of that stuff, like if you see the bounce after the fact, like you'll be like, he didn't do that, but no, he really did. He really did bounce that, and I've seen him do it in front of me, and it's like, whoa, dude, that's awesome. And when we were on the beach that one time, we went to the part of the Delaware River. I'm sorry, the Hudson. We were on the Delaware River this time. We were in the Hudson and the Delaware, but this is the Delaware River one. And there was, it's like a beach basically, and it's very popular in that area in New York. And everybody was stopping. Everyone, I mean, there was a lot of people there, and there's boats coming in, like rafts coming. They do white water rafting right there too, and they all come in there. So everyone, even the park rangers, were checking all the balancing out. I thought for sure that they were gonna be like, you guys can't do that here. But they were the opposite. They were like, that's awesome. And guess what? They were looking at my stone balances, not even at his. He was on the other end of me, but he doesn't normally stone balance right next to me like that. And I felt bad because he was trying to show me how to do the bridges and arcs, and I kept avoiding it because I didn't want everyone around because I was getting frustrated with it. I don't balance as well as I do by myself. I'm used to being by myself all the time. When I go out in nature, when I'm balancing stones here, I'm by myself. Sometimes you guys are with me live, but I'm still by myself. So having other people around that are all stone balancers as well, it's very distracting for me, especially if it's a place I haven't, excuse me, I haven't been before. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, ooh, look at this new rock. Ooh, look at this rock. Ooh, look at that rock. Look, oh my God, look at this rock. Look at that rock. And I don't know, like, it's hard for me to get started. And then to finish the balance. I tend to just start to balance stones all over the place. The setup I did the other day was really cool outside, on Earth Day. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. And they're all used to one another by now. And Danny travels all around the world to stone balance. He does stone balancing events all around the world. Mostly in the U.S., but he's gone over to Scotland, England, and balanced stones. Like, that's pretty cool. He loves it. He's really good at it. He's only got 45 subscribers. He deserves so many more subscribers than that. He just does. No, it's not intimidating. Not around him. He's a way better stone balancer than I am, and than most people are that are there. And he doesn't act like that at all. In fact, like he wants to like teach you and show you things. And if you get discouraged, he's like, dude, it's all right, man. You're gonna get it. He's like a really good dude. Yeah. He does, like I said, he doesn't really post much on YouTube. Facebook, if you guys have Facebook, that's where to really give him a follow. And me. Hobby Sensitive Healer, Brian Jones, BRYAN. Follow me. And my buddy Adam posts on Facebook a lot too. Both of them, neither one of them are big on YouTube. Neither's Barry. None of them use YouTube that much. I was surprised when I was in New York last time that they all were down to jump. They all came into the live stream. I thought for sure they wouldn't. Danny, I noticed Danny was there, but Danny was off camera a bit, and Adam jumped right in. Adam jumped right in and started playing handpan, but they all came in to just jam out. It says you requested me. Hold on, Brian, right back, folks. Brian, right back. Say, I didn't get any request. Oh, and I watched what you sent me on the other one, Power Animals. The prank call. I watched that like like a couple days ago. I forgot to mention it to you. Danny's got a video posted, how to rock balance lesson 1, point balancing. That's it. That if you want to learn how to bounce stones, definitely watch him. If you want to check him out, those videos out, Daniel, I would highly recommend it. And they're pretty short too. They're short and to the point, which I really enjoy too. And he's a really good balancer and good dude. You sent me the prank call. Nice. Another prank call video. Which I can't not say it. I hope you know that those are fake. That they're made up. They're all like produced, especially ones like from radio stations and stuff. They're all of those are. Most of them are all actors. I know it's like a thorn in your side, but it's true. Because they're like every other one. And plus, my friend that worked was like real high up intern-wise at the radio station for Philly, the biggest one around here that's still going to this day. The one that Pierre was on and stuff, Pierre Robert, and he just passed away. It was a huge international like craziness. He worked for that station. They do it too. They pay actors. They pay actors to, like voice actors, to receive the calls, and they don't so much do it anymore, but some radio stations, a lot of them still do it. And the fact of the matter is a lot of them stopped doing it because it did get out that they were actors, that it's fake. When I first found that out, I was like, oh man. And it's like, the ones that you're sending me, I definitely can tell that they're actors. They're I'm not saying that they're not good. They are. They're pretty decent actors, I'd say. But yeah, it's all scripted. It's still funny. The concept is still there and funny. It's just scripted, that's all. But, you know, Dumb and Dumber is the movie Dumb and Dumber is scripted, and it's still fun. It's hilarious. So it doesn't mean that it's, you know, it's just not real. Especially like, you know, with the work thing and all that stuff, like they'd be arrested. They'd be going to jail for all that. But they're not going to go to jail. No one's going to call about them because it was made up. It's fake. Power Animals is like, whatever, dude. I'm out of this channel and this live stream. Screw you, bro. Plus, I usually can tell if someone's acting or not. love watching the fail videos, like people like on their CCTV cameras, like whether like it's raw and in the moment, like they obviously weren't, they didn't mean to like bust their butt and fall off a ladder or slipping and falling down the stairs is just, sometimes I'm like, oh man, that had to hurt. Uh, it gives me some comfort in knowing that they most likely wouldn't put them in there if the person got hurt. Like, they might have gotten hurt, like some semi-hurt in the moment, because when they fall back and especially slipping down like icy stairs. Highly sensitive faller. I made a video on my Instagram. I think I posted it on here too. I think I might have deleted it since then, but it was of me doing a rock balance, and then then I'm like, I want to show you guys, and I wanted to do the topper on there, and I basically put some rocks in front, like tripping rocks I was referring them as, and then I tripped myself over them and fell into the rock balance and knocked it all over. And then I'm like, I looked at my elbow, actually, because I did hit my elbow really hard on one of the rocks, I guess, in the moment, but the whole rock balance fell, and I was like, oh man, well, I guess there goes that, and I just cut it off. Just trying to make some people laugh. And I sent it to a few of my friends, and they were like, yeah, that was hilarious. And I was like, could you tell that I was acting? And they're like, you were? I'm like, yeah. Someone did pick up on it, though. I forget who it was. I sent it to them, and they were like, you definitely meant to do that. And I was like, yeah, I did. I can't remember who that was. They called me out on it right away. I can't remember who that was. Oh, anytime like the live stream starts to die down with people coming in or out, I'm like, man, this party really died, didn't it? That's what I think about. Again, from Dumb and Dumber. Boy, this party really died, huh? I guess I gotta turn that game back on. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel, you don't have to wait. You can do what you want to do, man. You don't have to send that over time like I suggested. You don't have to. You do you, brother. Oh my gosh, it's 3-0 Vegas, and there's still 16:29 left in the second period. Vegas is dominating. That first goal was sick. I appreciate it, man. I really do. We're up to 76 joules now. Every time I see that, I think of King Midas. Every time you see what for? The Penguins did win, yeah. Flyers are still up 3-2, but the momentum has definitely shifted to the Penguins. And I have a feeling that the Flyers are going to lose this next game too. If they can't find out a way to win this next game, I'm telling you, they're going to be eliminated. And that's going to be such a disappointment and letdown of the whole city. They got to win the next game. Daniel's got that Midas touch. Vegas power play now too. Power Animals, you probably saw Penguins won, and you're like, I don't really care, but hey, at least now that I know that, have that knowledge, I could share that with Brian on his channel. So I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Daniel. They're all gonna light dog poop on fire in bags at their houses. I wasn't gonna say it, but you're not wrong. I know you don't like sports, man. And Vegas is moving fast. Vegas definitely realizes and understands the situation right now that they're down 2-1. If they go down tonight 3-1, they're in big trouble. So they're playing accordingly. Their coach probably gave them a whole bunch of crap. Their coach I can't stand. He used to be the Flyers coach. He used to be a couple different teams coach. John Tortorella. Yeah, if music and sports didn't exist, I'd be miserable most of the time. Ooh. Especially without hockey. I'm gonna go see my buddy Evan, who I went to high school with. I'm gonna go watch him fight his first fight. He's in a kickboxing fight, amateur. It's like 20 minutes down the street from me. My buddy Brandon's gonna go with me. I already asked him. He's like, dude, I'm down. Let's go. He loves fighting. I was like, he said he's gonna fight MMA next. That's when it's gonna get real interesting. Because in a kickboxing fight, it's got to stay on the on the feet. But MMA can go from the feet to the ground, back to the ground to the feet, quick. And I like that. But that transition's grueling if you don't know what you're doing. And if you're not in really great shape. Heck no, dude. I would never go into the octagon. Kidding me? I'd get killed. We're like, yo, team, first punch landed on me. Please throw that towel in. Right away. I'd have the fastest MMA career of all time. 5 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, that takes a very special person to be like, I'm gonna get in a ring and fight somebody who also wants to knock my head off and knows what they're doing. It's not like a street fight and like this person has no clue. They've never, yeah, they know what they're doing too. Amateur level can go either way though. My friend's gotten in some great shape. He's almost 42 years old. Like I said, I graduated with him. Like I went to high school with him. But he's definitely, without a doubt, in the best shape of his life. I've been in a couple fist fights before. It's been a long time, obviously, but I don't think I've lost one. But then again, I would never fist fight someone that I didn't know I could take and beat. I tried. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Power Animal says, I've been in 0 fights. That's good, man. Around these parts, though, you got to know how to defend yourself, that's for sure. Yeah, me and my stepbrother, we used to have issues with the Catholic school kids. That they would try to come in and like mess with us, and till the one time where I just set them set the one dude straight right in front of my neighbor's house. My brother was like, "Oh boy." I didn't even get in trouble for that. So I was defending my brother, actually. And before my brother could even do anything, I reacted to it. My brother was like, "Oh man, dude, we gotta go." Oh, I connected. That's all I'll say. I connected flush. There's a goal for Utah, baby. I'll just put it this way, those guys didn't come around our neighborhood anymore. And they didn't say anything. We never had any other issues with them again. There was a rumor that, well, and the rumor was true, that my brother and I were going to start going to Catholic school, and we really didn't want to. Obviously, we were like, no, we don't want to do that. And these kids kept trying to bully us and harass us and stuff, and they kept coming to our neighborhood, like our street, right by our house. And at that point, I'm like, enough's enough. Like, if I don't do something, if something's not done, they're gonna keep doing this over and over again. And especially if we end up going to their school, they're gonna bully and push us around all the time if I don't do something. So, yeah. No, they didn't try to beat us up. They were. Did they just score again? Holy moly! Utah just scored again. It's 3-2. Yeah, Utah! There you go. That's a huge momentum shifter. I mean, I don't think that they were good Catholics. I just did not want to go to that school. I had no interest because religion for me doesn't do anything for me. It's the opposite. And they had no air conditioning in those schools, that's for sure. And I didn't want to have to wear a uniform. I'm not either. I was only in the principal's office once. And it's funny that he was really cool too. This dude kept hitting on my girlfriend at the time, my senior year. He just kept doing it. And she was even like, I don't really want him to bother me anymore. He's kind of getting on my nerves. And I was like, you want me to do something about it? And she's like, well, I don't want you getting in trouble. And I'm like, yeah, but he's not gonna leave me alone if he just keeps doing it. And I had hung out with this kid before. It was a year or so prior, and we weren't really close friends, but he was definitely an acquaintance of mine. And I'm like, I'll say something to him. So I did, and then he got really angry about it. And then he's was saying he wanted to fight and all this stuff, and I was like, all right, let's do it. So I went out to the parking lot right after school. I went right to my locker, I got my stuff, and I went right out the door, and I was waiting there for him. And then all his friends were calling him and texting me being like, Brian's out here. And he's like, dude, I'm not coming out there. And I was pacing back and forth waiting for him, because I told him that's what I was going to do. And I was like, then tell your friend to stop talking to my girlfriend. Tell him to stop. Or else, blah, blah, blah. And the principal got a hold of it because he went to the principal and said this person, was whatever. And so the principal's like, I got called, and the principal's like, you gotta stay here because he's scared of you. And he's like, I get it. He's, talking with your girlfriend. He's like, your girlfriend actually stopped in here and said that she doesn't want him, like, talking to her anymore in class. And he's like, I got the whole story from every end. He's like, oh, he was petrified. And plus, my brother was running his mouth too. But my brother was all talk. My brother was all talk, no action. Nothing happened to the girl. I mean, eventually her and I just broke up. She was going away to school. She was leaving to go far away to school senior year. So we kind of knew that it wasn't really going to go much further. Nice. I'm not like that. I mean, if someone spills something on me, I'd be like, if you say sorry, then it's okay. But I'm not like a Mr. Tough guy, but I'm definitely going to hold my own and defend myself. I spilled a shot one time on my buddy, and he punched me right in my face. But he was he grew up to be a fighter, MMA fighter. So, I mean, I was wearing glasses at the time too. Oh my God, that night got so much better too. I mean, he apologized after the fact, and he didn't connect fully because I knew it was coming. She didn't say sorry. She should have said sorry. But that night got funnier and funnier because he hit me in my face, and it was actually his buddy. His name was Fran that he grew up with. I got to become really good friends because he was from the city, from Philly, and he came out to see Paul once in a while. And this is like long before Paul was even a fighter or anything like that. This is long before all that. And his buddy, our buddy at the time, Fran stands up after he hits me in my face, and he's like, "You just punched Bry Jones in his face. I want to go outside with you." Like, cause we were in my own house, and he's like, "You just punched Bry Jones in his face in his own house. Go outside with me, Paul." And Paul's like, "Fine, let's do it." And Paul beat the crap out of him outside. And then they both hugged it out, and then that was the end of it. And then we all hugged it out, and then we just went right back to doing what we were doing and having fun. Like, who does that? Who does that? And then I did get hit in the face by him another time, but I definitely deserved that one. That was much deserved, and I knew it was coming eventually. He told me, because like I hooked up with his ex-girlfriend at the time at a Dave Matthews concert, and it got back to him, and I was like, oh man, I'm in deep trouble now. Oh boy. So what? When you dump the Kool-Aid powder in there, it wouldn't turn the whole thing purple. You would need a lot of it. Plus, it's got chlorine and chemicals in it. That's funny though. You're like, oh, wow. Need more Kool-Aid powder. Yeah, you know that now. Need lots of Kool-Aid powder. Dude, that's so messed up that she did that. That's like double time messed up. Did he start a fight with you? Or were you just like, I gotta rumble this dude? Daniel. It was purple Source Rex. Barney? Nice, dude. Yeah, he definitely deserved to get punched right in his face. If he's gonna show up to her ex-boyfriend's or current boyfriend's freaking party and house. That's bold. It's like, how do you not expect to get punched right in your face? Definitely know that's coming. You're just figuring that out now? Not all girls, not all women are like that, but most that I've run into. Moon Squirrel, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for joining. Right, some, not all. Most that I've been interacting with, but that's just me. But there are plenty of great women out there. Oh, you knocked him out? Like, don't ever bring a guy here again. Or else he's gonna get knocked out too. We don't condone violence here, by the way. Fighting's bad. It is. What's up, Moon Squirrel? Oh, I have some really wild stories. That's actually nothing compared to what some stories that I had. You notice how I nonchalantly just told that story? It's because it was just another day at the time. Just another day. Now, granted, nothing like that really happens much anymore, but Saturday night was pretty eventful. Dude was knocked out. Pick your boyfriend up. Get him off my floor. Get out. That's bad bleep. That's awesome, Power Animals. You beat him up in a different way. What an idiot. That is incredible. That's like, I win this one. Excellent. Don't run people over. None of that now. Use your words. What's up, ballin'? Oh, well, in that case, Ruby, oh my gosh. What's up, ballin'? Thanks for joining. How are you? Just his legs. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Oh, okay. When you put it that way, then. That's good to hear, my friend. Yeah, it's like that. and then it's like can't walk, and then it's like you're flicking the headlights, and you're like, rum, rum, rum. You're like, you can't even run. Lieutenant Dan, Julie. I'm better now. Oh boy, that's funny. Moon squirrel's dying laughing. We were talking earlier how the majority of the people that are in here are all single. We're all single, and I didn't even realize that. Romario was here earlier, but and he's married, but um, what happened to your legs, Lieutenant Dan? Yeah, I like being single, definitely. Power animals. Yeah, this conversation's starting to make it all very clear why. The thing is, if you're a dude and someone's bothering your girlfriend at the time, like you got to do something. Like you can't just let that go on, and you'll be the laughing stock of the school, man. Like, I don't condone violence. I really don't. I'm not just saying that for YouTube. I really don't. I think that there's a lot of things out there that can be resolved without any violence. There you go, Ballin. I like being single. I do. I'm definitely not going to get married. I don't want to get married. Every single woman that I meet. Hey, what's up, Ivan? Yeah, no marriage for me at all. I've never been married, and I don't want to be married. What's going on, Ivan? Everyone, please welcome Ivan in. Ivan is joining us from Indonesia. Welcome from Indonesia, Ivan. I was thinking that. I was trying to understand what that meant, and I'm like, I, I think that's what that means. What Ruby just said. Ew. Ew. We've definitely reached a whole nother level here. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for crabs. That stuff will follow you back. Anyone know that movie? Come on, Mammoth. Let's make a comeback here. It's 3-2 now. They're still back in this. What's her number? I'm just kidding. I had to say it. If I didn't, Power Animals was going to. Oh, I know. I don't I really don't have an interest to go to Vegas. I really don't. I'm not into gambling, that's for sure. So there's really no point for me to even go. And I'm not into the other stuff that's there anymore. Anymore. You've been there? Nice. So what? Ladies. Moon Squirrel and Ruby are loving it. Laughing Disco. Thank you, Moon Squirrel. You wouldn't have to talk me into it. Like, let's go for the food. Let's check it out. I hope they do happy hour or early bird special. Thank you again, Moon Squirrel. Oh, dang, Moon Squirrel. When you send that, that stays on the screen for a while. I love that. The Laughing Disco must be worth a lot of jewels. On the catwalk, yeah. On the catwalk. Nice, great defense. Mammoth. Yeah. It's like, okay, fine, yeah, I'll go. What should I wear? I've never been to one of those though. We don't really have any of those around here. I don't think. But then again, I've never been looking for one, so I wouldn't know. I feel like now's the time to shift the topic. Something's telling me. Off the post. Dude. Oh, you're not kidding, dude. I think the Flyers are in deep trouble. They're in deep trouble right now after losing that game tonight. It being 3-2. Most people would be like, no, they're not. Because on paper, no, they're not. But no, there's a huge momentum shift now. Big time. I really think the Flyers need to not start Vlad the next game. Urshan stinks, but I think Vlad must be hurt because he's not playing like himself at all. And that's true, Power Animals. That's true. They're probably legal in very few places. In this country, at least. Vegas being definitely one of them. It's probably the only place it's legal. I don't think that they should start Vlad the next game. I mean, he let out the goal that ultimately won them the game tonight. The third one. That was the goal for the nail in their coffin, and he should have had that. It was totally his fault. And there was 2 of them the last game that were totally his fault. Right. And sometimes you need a shift. I I wouldn't say fluke. Oh, the third goal that the Pens scored tonight was a fluke goal. It bounced off like the backboards, and then like it was Vlad reacted too slowly to it and didn't do enough soon enough, and it trickled in and went, either behind his back or through his, something like that. He should have definitely had it. It was fluke for sure, but it went in. That's all that counts. And the Flyers, for some reason, they've lost their speed, which has been their biggest weapon, is the speed that they have. Please double tap your screens, folks, to like this live stream, or click on that thumbs up button. Ding! Digging the vibe of this live, please hit a big save by Mammoth goalie. If you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Also, vote in the poll, everybody. I forgot to mention the poll. Have you watched the poll question is, have you watched any of my longer content videos here on YouTube? If not, so that's 58% yes. Thank you to all who have watched those longer content videos on my channel. And then 42% say no. Please check them out when you get a second. Really appreciate it. I'm very proud of all those videos. I mean, Utah's still in this thing. And right now, the Avalanche are just hanging out and waiting. The Hurricanes and the Avalanche are just waiting in the wings. They're just hanging out and waiting for their opponent. The Avalanche are going to have to wait until at least another week. At least another week. I mean, it could be less than that. But I think the Minnesota Wild and Dallas Stars series is going to go to 7 games. The series is now tied 2-2. All right, Ruby. Thanks for joining, and you take care. Come back and see us soon, my friend. Yeah, there's only 2 games on tonight, which is a bummer. Flyers was the 1 game, and then the Utah game. I'm like, dang, only 2? And then the thing is as the series end in this first round, the games get less and less each day and night. It's like, oh man, that's when you know hockey's like just about over, because the games just get less and less, because teams are being eliminated as they go along. Like, for instance, like, the Avalanche are done. The Avalanche series is done. The Hurricane series is done. So basically, like, I think there's a lot of people predicting it's going to be the Colorado Avalanche versus the Carolina Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup final. That's what the majority of people are going with, including myself. And it just so happens that both of those teams, the Colorado Avalanche and the Carolina Hurricanes, both swept their opponents in the very first round of the playoffs. And they're just waiting in the wings. And, sometimes that could be a good thing. Sometimes it could be a bad thing. But I know for sure the Avalanche, I've been a little worried about them. But that last game yesterday that they won 5-1 yesterday, and they swept the series. In LA too. They looked awesome. They look like the Avalanche team that I know and love. and that makes me feel really good, confident. But I think it was like the Kings played them so well the first 3 games, they were exhausted. The Kings looked exhausted yesterday because they're just like, man, this team to keep up with them those 3 games, it's taken everything out of them, and they just look tired. And the Avalanche realized that, and they're like, okay, let's turn it on, guys, and they did. They could have, the Avalanche could have racked the score up. It could have been easily 6-1 or 7-1, but the Avalanche pulled way back because they didn't want to totally in back because Anze Kopitar, who's like a huge player for the Kings. He's set all the records. He's beat all the franchise records. He's retiring this season. He's already announced it. So that was going to be his last game. So the Avs kind of like sat back and just kind of, you know, they're like, we don't want to embarrass them too much. Hey man, it happens. It happens. Yeah, the Oilers may get eliminated. That would be a huge upset. But, you know, I think the Oilers will win the next game. You know, I still don't think that it speaks to Connor McDavid as a hockey player. I really don't. You know, I really, really don't. People they're going to say whatever they want anyway, but you can't take it away from that guy and how highly skilled he is as a hockey player. I mean, just in general, it's a team sport. It's a team sport, and things happen. It's not like the Oilers are going to trade him. And if they did, they'd be stupid if they did. He's still in his prime. Dude, yeah, he's an unbelievable hockey player. And he's a two-way player. He plays defense too. He's fast enough where he can get back and forth. Don't run over the dead box. That was hilarious. This guy ran him over. Just his legs. Oh man, that was good. Dumpster fire was funny tonight too. Like, it must be said, I don't condone violence. And I really don't. Just in hockey and when it comes to ex-girlfriends or boyfriends. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ballin, I'm you know, I'm eager because the Minnesota Wild and the Stars don't play another game until tomorrow night. So I gotta wait till tomorrow night, and that's only game 5. So it's like the series is tied. So I think it goes back to Dallas now. It goes back to Dallas. So most likely Dallas is gonna win this next one. I don't know, man. I feel like that series is gonna go the full amount. And then what happened to with what happened with the Lightning in Montreal? I think the Lightning won last. Yeah, they won last night. They tied the series up. That's right. Yeah. Yep. 3-2. Montreal almost made a comeback, but and look at Buffalo now. Look at Buffalo. They're up 3-1 now, and they just won 6-1 that last game in Boston. That's a statement right there, because the series started out really, really like one-sided. Like Boston was dominating, and now they've completely flipped the whole script. Hopefully, they can go back this next game and win the whole thing and win the series. They play tomorrow night. Buffalo and Boston. And they play at 7:30 tomorrow night, and then Dallas and Minnesota is the 8 o'clock game. That's not too bad. And then Edmonton and Anaheim play at 10. Anaheim can put the Oilers away tomorrow night. Buffalo can win the series tomorrow night. I know so the Hurricanes are waiting to play. The Hurricanes. So if the Flyers can win this series, we all were talking about it at the party on Saturday. My friend's brother was asking. He's like, "Do we get the Hurricanes if and when we win the series?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Really?" I was like, "We definitely do." And so then they were all sharing that, and everyone's like, "Oh God, well it was a good run, everybody." And I was like, "Hey, at least you guys said it, not me." Because there's no way if the Flyers can somehow get past the Penguins even at this point, that's great and good and all, but they're not getting past the Hurricanes, that's for sure. In fact, they're going to get destroyed by the Hurricanes. I mean, absolutely destroyed. Probably not as bad as the Sens got destroyed by the Hurricanes, but they're still going to get destroyed. They may be able to win one game, but barely. The Hurricanes, I think, are that good. I was watching them against the Sens, and man, I've been watching the Hurricanes for a while, but the Hurricanes so the Flyers had to beat the Hurricanes in order to get into the playoffs, and to get a spot in the playoffs, and the Hurricanes had already, they had already clinched a playoff spot at that point, so they were playing a lot of their secondary guys, and they still gave the Flyers a really tough time. In fact, that game went to a shootout. It was tied 2-2, and they went to a shootout, and went to extra rounds of the shootout, and the Flyers just happened to come out on top by 1. That's how good the Hurricanes really are. And that was their secondary, mostly. Not all. They were saying I'm like, that wasn't all their secondary. They were playing some of their starters. But a lot of their guys were taking breathers at that point. They're higher ranked guys because they were beaten up. They're resting up before the first series started. The Hurricanes are really, really good. So much so that, I think the Hurricanes, regardless if the Avalanche make it there or not, I think the Hurricanes are going to go out of the East to the Stanley Cup final. Definitely. Definitely. Oops. Wow, low shots for this game too, man. For the Golden Knights Mammoth game. 18 shots to 14 shots. That's really low. Flyers game was only 21 shots for the Penguins to 20 for the Flyers. That's low too. I feel like come playoff time, the shots go way down because that's what it was. That was the goal right there. That was such a fluke goal. He should have had it. Vlad should have had it, the glove, and then it bounced off he missed it from the glove up high. It banked off the backboard, and then he reacted too slow, and it hit off his back and then went right through his legs and right into the net. Are you guys still there? Or am I just friggin' talking to myself? I might just be talking to myself now at this point.
Oh, shoot. Guess we lost Ivan.
Like that.
And thank you for still being here, Power Animals and Julie. Thank you, guys. Very kind. I guess the Flyers are going to play again on the 29th. So, yeah, 2 days. All right, Julie, take care.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, folks, I think it might be time to end this live stream, unfortunately, because I think a lot of people are starting to get off now. It's getting late. It is on a Monday night. You're definitely one of the last ones left, Power Animals, that's for sure. You and I go to bed so late, man. We both go to bed late. You're kind of tired anyway. Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch the end of this game. There's only a minute 40 left in the second intermission and third period. I was hoping that me getting on for the Flyers Pens game it would. Oh, Ballin's still here. All right, folks. I'm gonna leave you guys with what I always leave you at. That's, of course, be kind to others, but most of all, be kind to yourselves. It's known as